Hi guys, Johnny Wilson here today with a special class. We're going to do a 15-minute class on mobility, total body mobility. We're going to do dynamic mobility. There's going to be a lot of calories burned. It's going to have a huge element of strength and stretch and flexibility. Brilliant to do. Okay, so and if you're struggling to kind of know what to do with regards to improving your mobility and flexibility, then this is the best 15 minutes for you. So hope you enjoy the class. Okay, let's start off. Timer is on. First thing that we're going to do is hands up in the air, and then we're going to do toe touches, and we're doing these for 30 seconds. Okay, so you're going all the way, stretching up to the top and then back down, and you're going as far as you can go on the way back down. Okay, so wherever you get to is wherever you get to. Brilliant way to start off the day as well, or if you're doing some vigorous exercise, then this is a fantastic flexibility, mobility and strength challenge to do. Okay, so that's 30 seconds. So what we do then is we go feet nice and wide as possible as we possibly can. Okay, we're going to stay on that dynamic theme, and we're going to go opposite hand to opposite leg, stretching across, reaching right across. Good, just like that. Keep reaching across to each side. You'll feel that stretch on the back of the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet back together again. And we're just going to go into a little jog like that, and then sweep one hand just down like that. And then so the leg comes in front, and then you're sweeping in front of you. So you'll feel that stretch on the hamstring. So it's a slight knee bend, and then you're just sweeping that hand to the floor if you can. Really important to be able to pick up stuff and getting those hamstrings nice and flexible. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back into legs nice and wide. Okay, and this time what we're going to do is hands behind the back, keep the back arched, and we're doing some up and downs. Okay, so just up and downs, just like that. Again, you'll feel that stretch on the back of the hamstrings. Maybe you're feeling it on one side more than the other side. Trying to keep that back in a nice arch position, and you're getting down as low as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here what we're going to do is we're going to assume as much of a squat position as you possibly can. So your hands are going to be underneath your toes like that. And then from this squat position, you're going to stretch the hamstrings out by straightening the knees. Then back down into that. Big stretch. Good. Back down. Doing brilliantly. So feeling that stretch at the back of the knees into that squat position. Make sure you're bending those knees. Try and keep your hands on your toes, and then pushing your knees back as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some thoracic mobility. So again, we'll go into that squat position. Legs are a little bit further apart this time. Hands are on the inside, so elbows are on the inside. My fingers are on the outside of my toes, and my thumbs are on the inside. And then we're going to stretch and follow the thumb there. So keeping in that squat position if you can, and then getting into that big stretch on each side. Follow that thumb all the way up to the top. Getting that rotation right through. Good. This is tough work on the legs as well, because you'll feel that. Last one. Good. And then back up into standing. Okay. From there, what we're going to do are what some people would term elephant walks. So again, we're going to bend the knees, right? And what we're going to do is getting into that squat, kind of squat position. It's a mini squat. And then we're going to straighten the right knee and then straighten the left knee. So we're going to do it alternatively. So you can see it's like I'm straightening my knee, bending my knee. But I'm doing the left one, then the right one, left one, then the right one. And that's given me a real stretch through those hamstrings there. Try and keep your hands on your toes. If you can't get your hands to your toes, then put your hands on your shins or on your knees. But you're all the time just trying to straighten out those knees, the back of the knee, and you'll feel that stretch on the hamstrings. You might feel it on the calf. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, superb. From there, again, like I say, we want to build strength and length together. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some inch walks. So my inch walks, I've got my hands up in the air like that. I walk my hands down as far as I can. I try to get my hands on the ground. I walk out. I try and keep my knees straight. Okay. I come into that position there. And then I walk it back in again. Okay. So we're going to do 4 of these. So touch and up and stretch. So down as far as you can go. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Okay. But if you can, keep them straight. That's great. Getting into that top plank position. It's a really tough position to get into. And there's 2 of these done. So we're already halfway. 2 more to do. Getting that stretch through the posterior chain. Walking them out, inch walking out. Holding that plank position. Don't have your bum too much in the air. And don't be arching your back. Try and hold that pencil-like position. 1 more of these to do. Doing really well. Last 1 of these. Good. And then back up. Brilliant mobility and strength for the shoulder as well. Next exercise we want to do is get a book or something, anything you've got, okay, or a step if you got one, and we're going to look at ankle dorsiflexion and knee bend, hip bend. Going to look at a big stretch through the back leg here. So we're just going down. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So feeling that stretch. Again, all these exercises should be pain-free. We should be going through as much available range as we possibly can do. You don't need a step here because this just helps you to get into a bigger range. So all the time just trying to touch that knee, just kiss it off the ground. Last one on this side. Good. And then we're going to change sides. Okay, 30 seconds on this side. So all the time just getting down, feeling that stretch. Through on the back leg, you're feeling the stretch on the quad. On the front side, it's going to be working hard because you're trying to get your knees out in front of your toes. You're trying to get the back of your quad to hit the back of your lower leg, so your hamstring on calf. Good. 1 more of these to do. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. All these exercises are modifiable, so you can do them on wherever you need to do them, okay? So the next one is going to be a squat, or it's going to be a downward dog to cobra. So I could do it like this, okay, if I'm struggling to get to the ground. Okay, so I could go like that. If I'm able to get to the ground, then my hands are going to be on the ground like this. Feet are going to be back like this. This is the downward dog part, and this is the cobra part, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds of feeling that stretch through the lower back when you get into that arch. Try and keep the elbows nice and straight as much as you can. Good, and then into that back arch again. Just like that. Keep it going. 10 seconds on this one. Doing fantastic. You will feel like you're working hard in this 15-minute mobility class as well. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Right, so next one that we're going to do is we're going to do split squats with an arm raise, okay? So we're going towards the floor again. So we bring the leg forward and we raise the hand up like that. Then we bring that one back and then we raise and bring the other side up. Good. Bring it back, bring that one up, raise up to the sky, and back you go. You're doing brilliantly. Keep pushing, keep working that leg out as far as you can. The leg that comes out, and then stretch up into that position. 1 more to do on each side. Good. And then last one. Excellent. Okay. So the next one, we're going to be in 4-point kneeling. Right, but we're not really kneeling. So I'm like in this position here. So you can see that here's 4-point kneeling, but my knees are just slightly off the ground. And what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go up into that position where my knees are straight. I'm going to come down, get a big stretch through my toes. My hands are working hard. My shoulders are working hard now. And then big stretch there. So I'm going 4-point like a bear into a pike. So we'll call it the bear into pike. Good. So tough exercise, doing really well. Good. Knees not quite hitting the ground, but almost towards the ground. Feeling a big stretch through the toes, and then driving there. Shoulders are getting burnt out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah, that's a tough one, that one is. Okay, next one. I normally use a cushion for this. I want to get a good stretch through my quads. So I'm going into high kneeling, okay? I'm going to keep my body as straight as I can. So I don't want to collapse at the hips. That's collapsing at the hips. Keep that there. Hook my feet into the ground, and I lean back as far as I can go until I feel a stretch here. So I'm opening out all the hip flexors here. There we go. Good. Superb. Keep it going, guys. Doing really well. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Right. So, next one I do is I just get a little bit of a little object, okay? And I practice hip mobility and strength, core strength. So what we do is we try and get that leg over this one, and then we see, can we turn it and bring it all the way back and then back into here, okay? So I'm in long sitting. If I need to put my hands on the floor, I can do that. If I want to turn this leg in, I can do that. I'm trying to bring that leg back into that position there. Good, you're doing brilliantly. 2 more on this side. Good. And then 1 more on this side. Good. Then what we do, same on the other side. Try and stay in that long sitting position. Bring the leg over and then rotate it out and behind. And there we go. Back on over. Like I say, it's a challenge to try and keep your hands off the floor. If you can, that's brilliant. If you got to put them on the floor for support, that's brilliant. Makes it easier if you bring this leg in and turn like that. Good, well done. Okay, so next one that we're going to do then after that, guys, is we're going to do just some 90-90s. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here like this. We are nearly there. We've gone 12 minutes in the class already, okay? So 90-90s, you can either put your hands on the floor again or not, so you can go like this. So we're doing a few of these. It's tougher when you don't put your hands on the floor because you got to really work through it. Okay, so we're just going like that, turning into it. Good. Really working those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then what we're going to do is hold one of those positions. Just move that out of my way. Okay, so I'm kind of in that 90-90 position. I touch my ankle and then I reach in front. Good. Touch and reach. Doing really well. Going to do 10 of these on this side. That's 3 done. Reach out, get that chest to the knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we change sides. Doing brilliantly. 10 on this side. Again, knees touch on that side. Then reach across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 exercises to do, guys, okay? So what we're going to do, lying on our back, okay? Going to lift the bum up, and then we're going to reach across with one hand and touch. Lift the bum up, reach across and touch. Good. Lift the bum up, reach across and touch. So we're getting good strength through the lower limbs, and then we're getting that rotation through the upper limb. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then the last exercise that we're going to do for this 15 minutes is we're going to put our hands facing backwards. Okay, just like that. And then pop the hip up like that. And then we're holding this position to get that 15 minutes in this class. This has been a brilliant mobility class. You can see that's going to cost you a lot of energy in terms of calories, in terms of strength, but it's full body and I absolutely love it. So for me, this is a non-negotiable 3 times a week. Try and keep your hips up, feel the stretch going through the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. Look, that's a 15-minute mobility class for you to do. You can do it anywhere. You've got very little equipment in that. Maybe a little bit of step, maybe a cushion. Maybe you don't need the cushion. Maybe you just roll up a mat. But by doing this, nobody's getting more flexible. We're all losing mobility. We're all losing strength and length. And if you can combine those two together, strength and length, then you've got a fantastic opportunity to improve your quality of life and get after the stuff you love. So hopefully you enjoyed that 15-minute mobility class.